How's it going? Happy Monday, everyone. You're watching the Green Dream Project. Jim here.
Jessica.
And I don't know if you're going to believe this or not, but we've been tagged. We are honored. I can't even begin to express how grateful we are. This is an honor to be considered for this particular challenge. This challenge started with Wholesome Roots. That channel we just kind of found not too long ago. We started following them. We started watching a couple of videos. Very interesting. Talk about their farm, their goats. So they created this challenge. I think they challenged Roots and Refuge. Roots and Refuge challenged VW Family Farms, and that is where we're at. The VW Family Farm. They picked us as one of the channels to call out. We're honored. We've been following VW Family Farms now for a little bit. We're loving the content they put out on their amazing greenhouse, to all the great animals that they have out there, all the cool activities they're up to, little cooking tips, little recipes that they put out, and they're recently working on this huge fence project. So we're honored that they would think of us. Very humbled. Thank you very much. But the challenge I haven't even got around to what the challenge is. Challenge is 5 reasons why we homestead, or for people that aren't homesteading yet, 5 reasons why we want to. And we're actually kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
We are now beginning the process of starting to homestead. For sure, we are not homesteading quite yet because we're still getting situated out here. We're still trying to establish our lifeline. Right now, we got access to electricity through our solar, but we're still working on getting a good source of water, sustainable source of water. And that should be coming up pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's so much to do. We still got to start a garden, and we got plans for the garden all ready to go. I might be getting a little too much. Well, all that's coming down the road. We got plans coming. We just got to build everything out. The whole garden thing's got to be protected. We got to really protect everything before we start gardening. Otherwise, it'll just get tore up. Okay, so the 5 reasons. Here we go. Mm-hmm. Number one, and I think no matter what homesteaders you talk to, no matter who's into this or who's getting into this, the number one reason is probably going to be family. I think we talked about this in another video, but I think the dogs are all up in arms. That's what people work for. That's what anybody works for. Whether you're doing this kind of lifestyle or whether you're working a 9-to-5 still, you're working to try and be able to get to spend more time with the family.
Mm-hmm. And to take care of their needs.
What this lifestyle really offers is the chance to be able to integrate some of those important aspects of life, and that is to be able to get to spend more time with your family. Yeah, you're working hard. You're working as hard or harder than people with regular jobs, but you get to do it together with family.
Right.
So, that's one of the big reasons why we did it, is just to be able to get to spend that more time together, to be able to get to work together, play together, live together all the time. Reason number 2.
We would say health. It's a big one. I think each of these reasons we could spend a long time talking about.
Each of these reasons could be a video in and of itself.
Yeah. I feel in a way getting into this lifestyle may have actually helped save our lives. And there's we might go into that more in the future, but health from a physical aspect and really emotional, mental well-being and spiritual health, like all of that. We've really seen a lot of benefits from living this homesteading lifestyle.
Yeah, for sure. And that's not to say you can't lead a healthy life with other lifestyles, but one of the great things about this type of lifestyle is you're integrating a lot of these different aspects of your life, and I think that's kind of the way it's meant to be. A lot healthier lifestyle, a lot healthier mindset. And of course, growing your own food, not enough can be said about that. Once you start growing your own food, there is not healthier food on the planet for you to be eating, provided you're doing it with no pesticides or herbicides, or if you can reduce the amount of artificial nutrients you're putting into the ground, that food's going to be just the best tasting, healthiest food you can imagine. And just doing and all the physical work you have to do to maintain a homestead, building up the homestead, projects like that, it's just going to keep you active, going to keep you fit, going to keep you moving.
And I think actually getting involved in those activities makes you a little more aware of your health and kind of taking more control of that, keeping your life in balance a little more, which I think brings us to our third reason,
Number 3.
which is self-sufficiency.
Self-sufficiency. The beauty of that, I think, is the freedom that comes along with being self-sufficient. You're not beholden to a lot of larger systems that could fail.
Yeah, being dependent on someone else to take care of you, to make sure that you're okay, that you're healthy, that, you have your needs fulfilled.
It's not sustainable, and it could let you down easily. I mean, take a look at E. coli with the lettuce? With the E. coli lettuce outbreak, again, there's just the whole country had to be scared of romaine lettuce because all that's being sourced from one area, so it gets tainted, and then, there you go. So yeah, doing for yourself, growing your own food, becoming self-sufficient with water, energy, those things are really going to free you up to just be commander of your own life and destiny and not be swaddled by those other systems.
Yeah. And when we talk about freedom, I don't think anything's really free. The price is you take on more responsibility, and it can be a lot of work.
Yeah, everything for sure has a price and a cost.
Mm-hmm. In a way, you get more of a sense of security by knowing that you can take care of yourself.
It's all a mindset.
Yeah. You really change the way you think about things, and living this way, you have to be creative. You have to be a problem solver, and that's a kind of freedom too, that kind of creativity that comes along with that, and kind of opening up your mind and trying to see things from different perspectives.
So many different creative outlets. It's not like you have to draw or paint to be creative on the homestead. It's not like you have to make YouTube videos to be creative on the homestead, although those all can certainly be excellent creative outlets. But just designing, building your homestead, and creativity comes out in so many different ways. Number 4, community. Now, we talked a bit about being self-sufficient, but to be really, truly sustainable, you can't talk about that without talking about community. And there's all different types of community. And when we first got the idea of homesteading, we hadn't really thought about that. It was all about how self-sufficient we could be. But in order to really get that security, you really need to build community. And one ways in which we've now started building community is here on YouTube. And we've already met so many amazing friends, supporters that have just been incredibly awesome. And I think it's that sense of community, sense of family that's really can support you in the time of need. And it's, reaching out definitely online, but also to the people around you. It's important to build those ties to other people, to people that are like-minded, that have similar goals, but also reach out to people that don't quite understand the lifestyle yet, and we can definitely be teaching other people kind of some of these things. And even if they're not interested in that lifestyle, maybe they can adopt just some of those techniques to help enrich their lives.
Mm-hmm.
We grow stronger together. That is a simple truth, whether it's online, helping people out on YouTube, and simple community strings that you build around you. If you can help out other people down the line, they can help you eventually. And everyone needs help at some time.
We've received a lot of help.
We received a lot of help.
We've learned a lot from people in the community on YouTube and in our area.
So that's definitely a big reason for homesteading. Number 5.
Regenerating the land.
We both took permaculture design courses because we're very much interested in, we've heard about permaculture. We wanted to know more about permaculture. We definitely wanted to use those design techniques to help us out on our homestead. We love the desert. I think when we moved to the desert, we were definitely interested in making that a home. But it's not normally probably the first place you would think of when thinking of deciding to start a homestead. There's obviously much better places in the country where you're going to get more rain, where things are going to grow. I don't know if I would say better, because things can grow pretty well in the desert. You just have to know how. But one of the reasons why we chose the desert is because, one, we really fell in love with it, but two, there's probably no better place in the world than desert landscapes that really need sort of regenerative plans. Desert landscapes can heal from degradation, but they really need a lot of time and attention. It takes longer to heal because of the low rainfall. So that's one of the missions what we're doing. That's one of the things that we're doing while we're homesteading. We want to do it in a way in which it will regenerate this desert landscape, help stop erosion, help create more abundance, and show people in other desert regions kind of how it can be done. So now it's our turn to tag a few other channels in this and find out why they homestead. Okay, the first people we want to call out, Youngblood Family Farm.
Also, from zero to homestead.
Evolution of a homestead. We want to hear from you.
And Bois Homestead.
All right. So again, many thanks to VW Family Farms for thinking of us on this tag. Really appreciate it. We can't wait to see if these channels want to participate. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. We want to hear from you too. If you got some reasons why you homestead, we want to hear about it. Leave those down in the comments.
Or why you want to homestead.
Or why you want to homestead. That's another interesting one. Definitely share this with a friend or two, because if we haven't said it enough, there's a little contest going on. You can find out information on that down below. We will leave links to Wholesome Roots, VW Family Farm, and all those channels we mentioned. We'll leave links to those channels all down below in the description. Definitely check them out.
Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
That's right, everyone. We really appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. We'll catch you on the next video. Bye.